Hello, hello, hello. It's Friday, and this one I've been looking forward to all week. We've sat with Sasha in the car park, we've understood what a knockback actually does to your brain, and now we rise confidently and intentionally. Hello, and welcome to Unshakable Her. We believe that getting promoted, owning your influence, and finally telling that imposter syndrome voice to do one doesn't require a personality transplant. Just a few resourceful little habits and someone in your corner. That someone is me. I'm Caroline Esterson. Let's get into it. So here's what you're going to get from today's episode. 1, a song that will make you feel like getting off the floor isn't only possible, but inevitable. Andra Day does not mess about. 2, my honest, no-nonsense answer to what to do when the knockback is 4 months in and the confidence still hasn't come back yet. And 3 specific little moves designed for the person who is ready to lean forward again, even just a millimetre, but doesn't quite know where to start. So Friday, let's go. As I alluded to in the introduction, this week's song is Rise Up by Andra Day. If you haven't heard it, stop everything, play it now. And if you have heard it, well, just play it again, louder this time. Because here's what I want you to notice about this song. Andra Day doesn't start on her feet. She starts on the floor. You're broken down and tired. That's the opening line. She's not writing about someone who's already recovered. She's writing about the moment before, when getting up feels just impossible, when the gap between where you are and where you want to be feels enormous. And the song isn't about pretending that that isn't real. It's about deciding to rise up anyway. I'll rise up in spite of the ache, she says. In spite of, not after, not once the ache is gone, in spite of. That is the most honest piece of career advice I've ever heard set to music. You don't need to wait until you're ready. You don't need to wait until the confidence comes back fully formed. You don't need to wait until the gap closes. You rise up while the gap is still there, while it still hurts and you're unsure. That's what Sasha did at her kitchen table with a notebook. That's what the confidence loop research tells us recovery actually looks like. That is the 2 millimetre move. 1 lean forward in spite of the ache. So let me put it into context with a scenario this week. You were made redundant 4 months ago. You've had some interviews, but nothing has landed. And frankly, your confidence is on the floor. You're starting to wonder if you've left it too late, if you're not as good as you thought, and if maybe this is just where you are now. What do you do? Well, this is what I would do. First, I'd stop measuring my recovery against a timeline that someone else has invented. 4 months is nothing. And also 4 months can feel like 4 years when you're inside it. Both things are true. But the voice telling you you've left it too late, well, that's your nervous system talking, not reality. Don't let your nervous system make strategic decisions for you. Strategic decisions need your best thinking consciously. Second, I would go back to the evidence, not hope or affirmations, evidence. Write down 5 things you've done in your career that you're genuinely proud of, not because they impressed people, but because you knew they were good. That list is your North Star when the doubt gets loud. And in the show notes, you'll find a link to a career story prompt pack that is full of questions and ideas to help you, eke out that from your head and onto paper so you can really use it. And then thirdly, I would do one tiny visible thing this week that isn't a job application. Something like have a conversation with someone in your network, share a piece of thinking, grab a coffee with somebody who energizes you. None of these things are to get a job, but they're to remind yourself that you're still a person with something to contribute, independent of whether someone's currently paying you to do it. The loop has to restart somewhere, and that somewhere is today. So that's this episode done for you. Sasha's car park, the identity loop, post-traumatic growth, and rise up, together with 3 moves that start where you actually are, not where you wish you were. Coming back from a career knockback is not one big brave moment. It's 100 2mm moves made in spite of the ache. And you are more than capable of every single one of them. Go to the show notes and grab your career story prompt pack and share this episode with the person in your life who's pretending that they're really fine. They'll know that you see them. So that's it from me today on Unshakable Her. If something landed for you, share it with a woman in your world who really needs to hear it. She probably won't ask, but she'll be really glad that you did. I'm Caroline Esterson, and you, well, you are completely, entirely unshakable. Speak to you next week.